India, the world's third largest oil importer, is looking to bolster its energy security with a plan in the works to source most of Guyana's oil share from its oil fields at preferential rates through long-term contracts. Long-term supply contracts offer stability amid volatile energy markets. ExxonMobil, the leading oil producer in Guyana, plans to boost the nation's production capacity to 1.2 million barrels a day by 2027. As the Guyana government's share accounts for about 11% of production, India seeks to purchase most of this portion through long-term contracts at preferential rates to ensure steady supply from one of the world's most significant recent oil discoveries. What exactly does this mean for India's energy landscape, and how does it align with global trends? Stay tuned as we unravel this complex web of energy politics, historical ties, and strategic decision-making. India, which consumes 5 million barrels per day, has been eyeing the South American nation's share of oil from its fields to meet its energy needs. In July 2021, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, the nation's largest refiner, bought its first crude oil cargo from Guyana to conduct a successful trial run and assess the feasibility of refining the oil. We can offtake their entire share. There is not much domestic demand in Guyana. So, we are asking for preferential rates, but it will all finally depend on commercial negotiations. In our talks, we have asked for long-term contracts, said an Indian government official requesting anonymity. India is leveraging its historical ties with the Caribbean nation to meet its growing energy demand. Indians are the largest ethnic group in Guyana, comprising about 40% of the population based on the 2012 census. Recently, Guyanese President Mohammad Irfan Ali and Vice President Bharat Jagdeo visited India, with the two countries discussing areas of cooperation, including the oil and gas industry. India is actively seeking to diversify its oil supplies and secure long-term crude oil contracts to mitigate risk. The country is also looking to secure a long-term crude oil supply deal from Namibia, and last year, Indian Oil Corporation signed long-term supply contracts with Petrobras in Brazil and Equatorial in Colombia. India has added to its current major oil suppliers, including Iraq, Russia, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and the US, by sourcing oil from new suppliers such as Colombia, Brazil, Libya, Gabon, and Equatorial Guinea. This assumes significance amid dwindling discounts on Russian crude oil supplies to Indian refiners due to soaring demand. Also, the OPEC+ group, including Russia, has announced an additional 1.16 million barrels per day of supply cuts beginning this month. Furthermore, a global initiative led by the US has enforced a $60 per barrel price cap.